Well, howdy there, Internet people, it's Belle again. So today, we're going to talk about Trump's empty ports. As of Friday morning, not a single cargo ship had set sail for the San Pedro Bay complex in the previous 12 hours. San Pedro covers both LA and Long Beach. On Wednesday, the Seattle Port Commissioner said, quote, "I can see it right over my shoulder here. I'm looking out at the Port of Seattle right now, and we currently have no container ships at berth." That's a big deal. It obviously depends on a bunch of factors, but the transit time from China to U.S. ports generally ranges from 15 days to more than a month. It is now certain we will have supply chain disruptions. It's not a hypothetical of if Trump doesn't change course. It's now a certainty. When talking about the decline in ships and cancellations, the CEO of Long Beach said, quote, "That's cause for alarm. We are now seeing numbers in excess of what we witnessed in the pandemic." Most of us remember the supply chain disruptions that occurred then. Supply chains can't be turned on and off like a light switch. They take time. When and if the trade war is resolved, there will likely be a massive number of ships headed to the U.S. However, they can't all be unloaded at once. It's likely to create a backlog of ships off the coast similar to what occurs when a port goes on strike. When it comes to strikes, it generally takes 3 days to clear the backlog created by a single day of a strike. Trump seems unfazed, at least in public. I recently said it sounds like Trump believes a trade deficit is just lost money when he said, quote, "Now we're essentially not doing business with China. Therefore, we're saving hundreds of billions of dollars." He seemed to be ignoring that many of those imports drive domestic GDP and that American jobs depend on the parts. This was confirmed when a reporter recently said, quote, "We're seeing as a result that ports here in the U.S., the traffic has really slowed, and now thousands of dock workers and truck drivers are worried about their jobs." Trump then replied with, quote, "That means we lose less money." Then he talked about the numbers he believed China was making, which, let's just say, I can't find a source for them. Then he added, quote, "When you say it slowed down, that's a good thing, not a bad thing." It seems to be more and more likely that Trump doesn't understand how the imports of, let's just say, plumbing parts drive U.S. GDP, from the truck drivers to the money they spend on the road at restaurants, to the purchase by the plumber, to the homeowner hiring the plumber and paying for that part, plus labor, plus the plumber's markup. And how all of the pay from the trucker, the plumber, the warehouser, the receptionist, and so on enters the economy and increases the speed at which money inside the U.S. changes hands. Most people are mostly concerned with the price on the shelves. Everybody's heard of supply and demand. Demand hasn't changed. Supply is dropping. Prices will go up. The fate of the U.S. economy now seems squarely in the hands of Trump's negotiators and their ability to quickly resolve the situation Trump created. The only other hope is that Republicans in Congress curtail Trump's tariffs, but that seems incredibly unlikely. Anyway, it's just a thought. Y'all have a good day.